Hi, this is Joe with HiFi Corner, and today I'm with Kevin Walker of Technics, and we are going to be looking at the SL-1000R turntable. But before we do that, a word from our sponsor. Today's sponsor is Technics, and we've teamed up with them to offer our YouTube viewers an exclusive offer. Buy any Technics from our website, it will include a set of these AZ70s for free. Alternatively, you can go to our website and purchase these for £240, but use the word YouTube as our discount code and you'll get them for £99. I've been using these now for a few days. They sound great. They have active noise cancellation. They come with a variety of tips. These come highly recommended. Now back to our video. All right, Kevin.
Joe.
The daddy.
We've made it.
We have gotten up to the SL-1000R turntable. This is, well,
the jewel in our crown.
Yeah, it's not attainable by all because of the, well, let's just be honest, the cost of it, but it is.
You will get there, Joe. It's
I
okay.
will. Eventually I will get there. But it's, I kind of, every time I look at it, every time I hear it, I kind of start heart palpitations and, so on and so forth, and drooling a little bit. But it's one of those ones that so many people out there will aspire to have, but so few will. And so just break it down for me. I mean, even the carrying case.
I was going to say, if we roll it back a little bit, just hold off on the turntable for a second. Yeah. This isn't a hi-fi, right? This is the box it comes in.
This is the box it comes in, everybody.
Most of the people that I know that own this thing are that proud of what they own that this box becomes a coffee table.
I was actually thinking the same thing. I was honestly thinking, okay, so I could pitch it to my wife in the sense of not only do we get a turntable, we get a coffee table.
Absolutely.
So there we go. Okay, I got it. I think I'm only about,
a little bit off.
A little bit.
Okay. But where we're at here is no holds barred.
Right.
How good can we make a Technics turntable if we just take every component and make it perfect, make it as good as we can possibly make it. When we were looking at all of those turntables, and you kind of get to this level, and you remember that we spoke about the 2mm thick brass, and now look at the brass that you've got. So when you think of those physics involved,
so is that solid brass then? Yeah. So that's what, 10 mil?
Yeah. So when you lift it, it's unbelievably heavy.
Yeah, the whole turntable is heavy.
And, it's about an investment piece. It's about having something that will be with you for life.
Yeah.
So even this is the 1000R, but we even do the SP10. So the SP10 is just this section.
It's just that section with the power supply, right?
Anything from a Mark II, you can just drop this in, and you've got the updated version. So you're not having to constantly buy the whole 1000R.
I love how Technics decided to do that, because you have a lot of people in our industry who love to do tweaks and do this and do that. And they have their own, they've sat there and they've either saved up for their own plinth for their old SP10 or whatever. And they're just like, okay, I want to have one made out of iron or Panzerholz or whatever. And you guys said, you know what? We know it's a big thing for people to be able to tweak and do this. So let's create the SP10 again.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a massive fan that Technics did that. I think it's a great way to keep people intrigued and allow people to use, like you said, they can either just drop it in if they have a Mark II or up. And that to me is brilliant.
And from there, it's about, at this level, it's so exacting.
Yeah.
And the people are so demanding on what they expect from our product, and how they want it to sound.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're talking about here, is it's a box that just produces the most magnificent sound.
Yeah.
And
it's so
when you then go, actually, I've got a tone arm, but I want another tone arm. I've got another cartridge. I don't want to mess about adding cartridges, taking head shells off, and all of that. You can then add extra plates. So you can add one here, one on the back. So you can then have up to 3 tone arms that you just go, actually, I'm listening to rock, I'm going to use this one. I'm listening to classical, I'm going to use this one. So it's a beautiful thing, but it's just so well thought out in the fact that it does everything beautifully.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it's all about, is perfection in a box. No fanciness, actually we can make it look avant-garde, we can make it this, that and the other, we can make it from myrrh and have holes. And how do we make it perform beautifully?
Yeah.
And that's what it does.
And that's what it does.
Nobody went to see Pavarotti as a beautiful man. Yeah. They went to hear Pavarotti. Yeah. And that's what you're talking about here, is a thing that, to me, the simplicity of it is the beauty of it.
Yeah, of course. So for those out there who have a large selection of mono records, how would I go about getting this turntable to play my mono records in true mono?
So there are two ways. The first way is a butler.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you can get them to detach the head shell and change the cartridge, which you could do on any of the turntables. Yeah. Because they're a detachable head shell. Or on the SL-1000R, if you have got a butler, then you could just have a second tone arm fitted.
Right.
So then you don't have to mess about changing the head shell. On this one, you could literally just go, right, actually, I'm going to put this one on, or I'm going to use my mono because I'm using a mono record, and you can either have the tone arm at the rear or on the side.
Right.
So really simple, really beautiful.
So you can have stereo and a mono turntable all in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, wicked, man. Or for the other ones,
on all the others,
just detachable
head shell. Yeah. The same as you've got on here, but you can do that on all of the rest of them as well.
Oh, wicked. Awesome. I'm a massive fan of Technics turntables, have been my entire life. One thing that really I like about the 1000R here is that it's, and you can correct me if you think I'm wrong, of course, to my ears, it's super neutral.
Yeah.
And what that allows you to do is it allows you to have your cartridge really come through. Yeah. So if you've spent $1,000 or $2,000 or $5,000 on your cartridge, that unique sound of that cartridge, the unique sound of it will come through this turntable. And every time you change it, so like you said, you could have 3 tone arms for different types of music. And this turntable, the actual turntable, not the tone arms, not the cartridge, is just so neutral, so flat that it allows you to go, you know what, I want a little bit of a warmer sound. Let me stick a warmer cartridge on there. You know what, I want something that's fast hitting. So you get a cartridge that will do that. And this turntable allows that to happen. And that's where, for me, as a tweaker, as a hi-fi nerd, that is what I go, yes, that's what I want.
And I think that's the ethos that we have throughout our entire range, be it our turntables, be it our amplifiers. Yeah. It's about that neutrality. So the choices that you make of what you should hear singing, your choices in music, your choices in cartridge, your choices in cable, they should all sing. And what the product should do is highlight that and make it sing and make it sound incredible. Yeah. And I think that goes throughout our whole range. But you really do notice it on this.
You do.
It
is an absolute beauty. It's not only, for me, I do love the look of it, but I love the sound of it so much more than so many turntables out there. Kevin, thank you so very much for sharing your thoughts. Remember, enjoy your music and take care of yourselves.